Yo, hey guys. Oh, by the way, cornrowed my hair. My barber canceled on me today, so yeah, that's how I'm looking. But today's video is a striker build video. After I made the cam build video, I promised I'd make a one on the striker position, so this is what this one is. For any of you beginners or guys that are starting FIFA, this is the position you want to play, most likely, because this is the easiest position to play in the game for me, honestly. There's not really much you have to do. You really just shoot and you move. You do more than that, but that's just the simplest way I can put it. So you could be a creator, you could be a finisher, creator, finisher, and there's another one. You can, I'm target man, hold up, whatever. You could be a lot of things as a striker. So I'll show you guys different builds and how you can maximize whatever you want to do on the field. Before I go, thank you guys. We have 50 subs. We're at 56 right now. We're growing a lot. We've already doubled in the last month of subscribers. So thank you guys so much. We're going for 100 and enjoy the video.
Let me put my damn glasses on. I can't see nothing. Alright, so you want to be a striker. These are my... Let me start by showing you guys my striker stats. Maybe this will convince you that I'm credible to speak on this, but striker stats: 298 games, over 2 goals a game, almost an assist a game. I still get interceptions a lot, tackles a lot, whatever. So that's my striker stats. So this is what I'm going to show you guys on yours, on what you want to do. So let me clear out this again. Okay, so most importantly, if you're gonna play like a center forward, like a striker, you're not gonna use any of these. You're not gonna use left wing. You're not gonna use right wing. You can use right forward, center forward, striker, or left forward. It doesn't really matter. If you look at the difference between the two, it just center forward is a bit more passing and pace. Shooting is about the same. Left forward has better dribbling. Striker has less dribbling. So what striker really just has over left forward is the physical. So you can't go wrong with either. But if you want to be more of a creative player, I think you should go with the center forward build. Alright, so at this point, height is really doesn't matter. Like I said before, you could be 5'8", you could be 5'3", it doesn't really matter. It just depends on what size you want to use. Weight, I always go 99 pounds. That's the golden weight for me. And then preferred foot, whatever you want. So I'm gonna go and clear everything out and show you from scratch what a center forward build would look like. So if you're using a center forward build to play the striker position, this is because you're most likely a dribbler or a creator. So if you're going to be a dribbler, we can start over here at dribbling. I always max out everything up until the two rows, the last row. Do you want to dribble? Yes. Okay. So you get 4 stars. Do you really want to dribble? You get 5 stars. But I'll hold off on that for now. If you're a dribbler, you're most likely going to be a creative player. So this is where it gets tricky. Do you want 5-star weak foot? Do you want 4-star weak foot? It doesn't really matter what you pick. It's just a matter of what are you trying to do on the field the most. So if you're trying to dribble the most, I wouldn't recommend getting 5-star weak foot just because it's not as important, right? Are you going to be a free kick taker? Yes, no, it depends. Are you going to take PKs? Like, these are all things you got to factor into your build before you get started. Are you worried about speed? Do you want to be really fast? Okay, max out your speed. Passing, I would not add anything on passing. For the sole reason that it's already at 88. Your passing is really good. You have like a cam level passing almost. Long passing, you're not going to long pass as much because you're already up the field. So it's not really important for you to add anything on passing. So your dribbling and your pace are maxed out, right? So, oh sorry, not maxed out. Now it's maxed out. So what this means is, as of now, you have a perfect creator / dribbler striker build. You don't have to do anything else, right? Are you going to run up and down the field to get second wind? If so, then you add that. If not, then you can go to shooting and you can start maxing out your shooting. So being as you're going to be short and the game is not really conducive to heading, I wouldn't add anything on heading. Are you going to need finishing? Probably not, because you're already at 92 and you're a creative type of player, so your finishing is not going to be that important. Um, and then for now, you just have 14 free skill points to do whatever you want. So your pace is maxed out, your dribbling is maxed out. Do you want more stamina to run around the field more? If so, add that. Do you want to be able to pass a little bit better? If so, add that. Do you want to be able to shoot a little bit better or even get 5-star weak foot? You can add that. But for now, your player as a creative dribbling forward is perfect. You don't need to do anything else. Okay? So let's go ahead and clear that out. Now the two other types of builds you would need for the striker position. So primarily you're going to be a creative striker, a dribbling striker, a pure finisher, and a hold-up play striker. So for the hold-up play striker, actually for both hold-up play and finishing, I would just use the striker build. Okay. Now if you're going to be a physical hold-up type player, you're probably looking more in the range of 6 foot to 5'8". If you're looking to be more of like a pure finisher, then you're probably looking for 5'8" and under. Or you can be both, right? If you want to be a mixture of both, that's around 5'10". So to kill two birds with one stone, let's go with 5'10" for now. So now we go into it. Because you want to be a pure finisher, I would suggest maxing out your weak foot from the start. Like, this way you have left foot, right foot, and then now it's about, okay, do you want your heading to be good? Do you want finesse shots? If you want to be a pure finisher, you need a finesse shot because it's probably the most broken shot in the game. Like, if you have a finesse shot, you can score from anywhere with either foot. So I would get that. I wouldn't put anything on free kicks because that's what your cam is for. I would probably put something on PKs because you're probably the guy taking the PKs. So I'll put like a little bit on that. Finishing, we'll come back to this. We'll come back to if you want to add finishing to your player. Dribbling is always important. I always want to max out everything up until the last row. Now it's about, do you want a little bit of skill moves? Yes. I know most people like to dribble. I don't dribble, but for the sake of everybody else, we'll go with 4 stars on everything. Dribbling at least. I want to max out my pace as well. Keep in mind that this is a 5'10" player, so if I was 5'8", I would be faster than this. But I put like 93, 94 pace. That's all you need. That's literally all you need. If you want to be a pure finisher, to be able to use your right foot, your left foot, heading is bad in this game. So it doesn't matter if you have 90 heading or 85 heading, your heading is gonna be trash. Just 'cause that's how the game is. Your passing, like again, you don't need anything on passing, right? You're not a creative player. 84 passing is good enough. You should be able to make short passes, quick passes. You'll be fine with that. Dribbling, you're gonna be able to dribble really well. Your agility is high. Your balance is good. Ball control, dribbling, skill moves, everything is good there. Do you want stamina? If you want more stamina, you would have to take some things off of probably your pace or penalties, right? But this is about being a pure finisher, so you're not going to be running up and down the field trying to chase the play or anything like that. You don't need second wind. You can let your midfielders and defenders worry about chasing the ball. Defending, nothing. So you're maxing out your dribbling for the most part. You're maxing out not your shooting, but you're maxing out your weak foot, finesse shot, and you're gonna put a little bit on your penalties. If you don't want penalties, you don't think it matters if you have 84 to 88, then you can add a little bit more on finishing. But I mean, once you get to 90 finishing, everything's pretty much the same. 98 to 90 is the same thing. It's just a matter of, are you a good finisher yourself? So that's what I would do. And that leaves you with, that's it really. It's your shooting that's maxed out. Not necessarily all your shooting attributes, but the things that matter to be a pure finisher are maxed out. Your pace is maxed out, so you have speed. Let's go to physical, by the way. So your strength is 72. Like I said before, it doesn't matter what your strength is. It just matters how well you're able to use L2 or whatever it is on your controller that helps you shoulder the ball or hold the ball up from defenders. It doesn't matter how big you are, how small you are. If you can use L2 or LT, whatever it is on your controller to your advantage, then it doesn't matter what your strength is. So you should be able to hold up the play and do whatever you need to do. If you're playing as solely a target man, I would go 6 foot. If you're playing as a pure finisher, I would go 5'8". So it's just a preference thing. It's whatever you like the most. So that basically covers how to make your build to be a creative or dribbling striker, or make yourself a finishing or hold up play type of striker. Um, like I said, striker is probably the easiest position to start with if you've never played Pro Clubs before. Um, and I would advise you guys, if you're starting out, use the striker position, kind of learn the game from there, and then you can move to other positions from that. That's how I did it, and it worked out for me, so maybe it will work for you as well. Thank you guys for tuning into this video. Thank you guys so much for 50 subs, and I can't wait to celebrate 100 subs. So let's game. Let's do it.